our first one in our leadership and consultant training, which is the General Handbook and Gospel Library. And this is important because this is where we start our learning and our training from the handbook and looking at what resources we have within the Gospel Library. So we're going to look at 5 areas here. We're firstly going to look at the introduction to the General Handbook in this video. Before we begin, if you're doing it individually or whether you're doing it as a group, I'd like you to get a pen and paper and just write down, if as an individual or if you're a group, use the whiteboard as well, and just ponder on what would you want to be included in the General Handbook and training resources. Now just pause the video and write down what your thoughts are. So pause it now and restart it after everyone shared what they would like to have included. Thank you. Okay, so I hope that you've written all that down, and now we can, as you've shared your thoughts, we'll look at what the handbook says, and there we'll look at it all. Now, I've got here the screen for the web, but if you have either your tablet, your iPad, or whether you're using your smartphone, look up the Gospel Library, and you'll see that there's 2 thumbnails that are there. One's on Handbook and Callings, and one is on Temple and Family History. We're going to just look at the Handbook and Callings one first, and we're going to look. So click on that, then you'll get this page. Click on that, and then you'll have this one, and click on that, right? And there we have the handbook. Now I want to start at the introduction because, you know, in the handbook it's important to read what's there. The brethren have taken time. So let's read through this. The Lord taught, let every man learn his duty and to act in the office in which he is appointed in all diligence. As a leader in the Church of Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints, you should seek personal revelation to help you learn and fulfill the duties of your calling. Studying the scriptures and the teachings of latter-day prophets will help you understand and fulfill your duties. As you study the words of God, you will be more receptive to the influence of the Spirit. Then it quotes Doctrine and Covenants section 84, verse 85, which we'll see in the column to the right. Neither take ye thought beforehand what ye shall say, but treasure up in your minds continually the words of life, and it shall be given you in the very hour that portion that shall be meted out unto every man. You will also learn your duties by studying the instructions in this handbook. These instructions can invite revelation if they're used to provide an understanding of principles, policies, and procedures to apply while seeking the guidance of the Spirit. Now, I want you to think about that, but I want you to do it later on. But we'll go down to section 25, which is about temple and family history work in the ward and in the stake.